For over 70 years, different versions of Batman have been adapted into TV, cartoons, video games, and film.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
For such a broad character, many talented actors have taken a swing at the Dark Knight, and in some cases, the role damaged their careers. But for others, their names would become synonymous with the world's greatest detective. So without further ado, here are our top 5 actors to portray Batman. Starting off our list at number 5 is Adam West. His silly portrayal during the 60s defined Batman for nearly 3 decades. In fact, he was so popular as Batman that he was typecast following the series cancellation. Rather than be bitter about it, West embraced his place in pop culture history as Batman and even reprised the role recently in the animated film set in the same 1966 universe. And number 4 is Ben Affleck. Even though most critics were not kind to Batman vs. Superman, Ben Affleck as Batman was seen as a high point for the film by almost everybody. His older, gruffer interpretation clearly took inspiration from Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, and that's not a bad thing. Only time will tell if Ben Affleck's legacy as the Dark Knight grows from here on out. Our number 3 choice, Christian Bale, took on a far more realistic tone to play Batman than we'd ever seen before. His part in Christopher Nolan's Bat trilogy was surprisingly believable, and he balanced Bruce's suave playboy persona with Batman's heavy guilt better than perhaps anyone thus far. He would have ranked even higher on this list if it weren't for his gravelly, dare we say, distracting Bat voice.
Let her go.
The number 2 spot goes to Michael Keaton. Even though his casting in the role was the first reported case of absolute fan outrage, as soon as Batman hit theaters in 1989, Michael Keaton silenced all of his naysayers. His portrayal was the first live-action adaptation to take The Dark Knight seriously, and many fans still consider Keaton's Batman to be the benchmark against which all other Batmans are measured. And finally, the number 1 actor to portray Batman is Kevin Conroy. Not only has he portrayed Batman more times than anyone else on this list, but he's the master of the dual voices for which Batman is known. His lighthearted tone for Bruce Wayne only amplifies the deep, intimidating register he takes on as Batman. What did you think of our list? Let us know in the comments who your number 1 Batman is, and if it's George Clooney, it's okay that you're wrong.